I've been a fan of Call of Duty Zombies for a very long time, and over the years, it seems like less and less things are changing in the Zombies formula, which scares me a little. Little change leads to repetitiveness, which, let's be honest, eventually leads to getting bored. And that's something I never want to experience with Zombies. I don't want this ride to ever end. I want it to stay fresh, and in order for it to do that, Treyarch is going to have to take some risks. And you may be asking, what do I mean by this? Well, let's look at Shadows of Evil for example. This map, albeit a really well-made map, plays it really safe in the long run of things. Think about it. What is the first gameplay element that comes to mind when you think about Shadows? That's right, Beast Mode. And what is Beast Mode? Well, pretty much the same thing as Afterlife for Mob of the Dead. Let's be honest, it's practically no different in terms of its gameplay and purpose. When I think about Shadows of Evil, I cannot think of a single thing it introduced into the Zombies formula, other than Gobblegum, but that's more of a Black Ops 3 progression system, not Shadows of Evil specifically. And you may say, but what about the rituals, JC? That's something introduced. Well, not really when you think about it. In my opinion, the rituals are practically the same thing as the plane park puzzles in Mob of the Dead. You use Afterlife to open up things and objects for more things and objects. Yeah, you do have to run around a table for a few seconds, but is it really that different? I don't really think so. I see what Treyarch was trying to do though. They wanted to create something like Mob of the Dead, since we all love that map. Yet in doing so, they forgot why we love Mob of the Dead so much. It was fresh, plain and simple. The introduction of things like Afterlife and the side quests for the weapons made the map feel like it was on an entirely new level from Transit and Die Rise. With Black Ops 3, they focused more on making Shadows a Mob of the Dead 2.0 than making it its own experience. And I never thought I would actually say this, but that's what hurts it in the end. It feels too much like Mob of the Dead and too similar to what we've done before. The map feels like a recycling of previous ideas, all culminating into one, instead of new ideas. Let's see here, we have a transit system, check. A Mob of the Dead system, check. A origin system as well, check. What else? A buildable wonder weapon like Die Rise, check. And even the Keepers look like they have the same AI as the ghost from Buried. It's crazy how familiar this map seems when you're playing it. And don't get me wrong, I love implementing past ideas from previous maps into a new map, but when there's no new ideas in the map, all is left is the old. That's all the player can see. And there's barely any innovation to the formula here, which leaves Shadows of Evil to be incredibly repetitive, especially when the map quests feel like a chore every single game. Black Ops 3 right now is in no way a bad game, that's not what I'm saying, and in fact, I find Shadows of Evil to be a really well-made map overall. However, we need to get some fresh ideas thrown into the Zombies formula. I almost feel like Treyarch is running out of ideas. We need something I like to call as the Pack-a-Punch effect. Let's quickly rewind back to 2009. The new map Doris implemented something that completely changed the Zombies formula from then on out, the Pack-a-Punch. This one idea, this one machine, granted not only tons of replay value with players wanting to discover all the different upgraded weapons, but it literally upgraded the Zombies game itself from what it was before. We need something like that in BO3, something that completely changes the way we play Zombies or elevates it to a new level. When you think about it, that's what made each map in World at War so appealing. They each implemented a new gameplay element that kept the mode fresh from the previous maps. The first DLC, Verrucht, gave us perks and traps. Shinonuma gave us characters and a bonus wave we all know now as Hellhounds. And then Doris came about with the granddaddy of them all, the Pack-a-Punch. Why is it that we don't have game-changing ideas like this anymore? Every new map we get now implements about the same amount of content as the map before it. They add one new perk, they give us some new ways to traverse around, and then give us a new Pack-a-Punch camo and call it a day. Now don't get me wrong, I love new perks and new traps just as much as the next guy, but this trend is starting to get old. I want something other than just an extra perk. I want something truly new, and I honestly think Treyarch can do it. Whether it be with some awesome new machine that changes zombies like the Pack-a-Punch, or just something that completely changes the way we play the map. I just want something new that makes zombies really fresh in the next map. I think right now Treyarch is more focused with pushing the zombies storyline forward instead of the zombies gameplay forward. And while the things they're doing with the storyline are awesome and the Easter eggs are awesome, I really want them to progress the zombies gameplay forward to a new level. I feel like if every map from here on out plays like Shadows of Evil, people are gonna get bored, and they're gonna get bored fast. After all, wasn't the beauty of zombies going crazy with ideas and trying something different from the norm? Treyarch shouldn't try to play it safe because the risk taking that they took before is what led to the success of the mode in the first place. And while yeah, risk taking could end in something like Transit, it could also end in something like Derice and Mob of the Dead. You see, they've done it before, and I honestly think they can do it again. I'm hoping with Eisendrache, Treyarch branches out from the norm and truly tries to implement new gameplay elements into the zombies formula like none other. But time will tell, I suppose. This has been JC. Tell me in the comments below what you guys think about all this. Do you think we need something new on the same level as the pack-a-punch of the days of old? And do you think Treyarch should take risks and try new things, or should they play it more safe? Tell me in the comments below what you guys think about all this. You guys know I love reading your comments. This has been JC. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.